Take it off, Sir R to the J, and I'm rolling with DJ Lil Laz. You already know for sure. Lil Laz, let go.
Welcome, SNS family. You already know what it is. We back with another reaction video. So without further more, let's get into it. Let's go. Alright, y'all. Let's see what's going on with Diddy. We already know he got arrested and got hit with a whole bunch of charges. Did he make bail or no? Let's check it out. What are you talking about, sir?
To where other items were
and this
restored.
Is live right now.
Ben Koch with the Post.
Hey, thanks for doing this. Your office was the office that had been prosecuting Jeffrey Epstein before he died in custody. I have not read your detention memo yet. It's the first thing I'm going to do after this ends. But does the memo address, or is your office concerned with Combs' safety in custody, given what happened with Epstein?
So we are concerned with anyone's safety whenever they are detained prior to trial. It's part of our obligations to keep people safe as well. It's part of the criminal justice system. So, but I do not draw any sort of connection between Jeffrey Epstein's suicide and what may or may not happen to any other defendant while they are detained pre-trial. And of course, the decision whether to detain the defendant.
Okay. It's Diddy we're talking about. Why would you compare him to somebody else? We don't know. That man probably did way worse than R. Kelly, Epstein, Cosby. Okay? You talking about Diddy, a multi-billionaire that can do anything he wants, bribe people, ghost people, and he want bail?
It will be up to a judge. Our position is that pretrial detention is.
He's locked up. Keep him locked up. Cause what is the purpose of giving him bail? What is he gonna do? Please tell me.
Warranted under the law and based on the facts of this case, and I'll leave it at that.
Are some of the prosecutors on this case some of the same prosecutors that had been handling that, or that worked on the Maxwell case?
So I'm not going to get into the staffing. I will say that this team, this group of AUSAs, this incredible group has been working on this case around the clock, and they've had their hands full. Next question.
Gus Rosendale, NBC News.
Good morning, sir. Combs' attorney said that his client has been cooperative with investigators. He said that this morning. I was wondering if you would have a reaction to that.
Let me just say this. I think that generally and with increasing frequency, the word cooperative or cooperating has taken on tremendous elasticity and no longer really bears any relation to what the word means when we use it in a very specific context. So responding to lawful process and the like does not qualify as cooperation when we use that term here.
Mike Sisak, AP.
Thanks. To that end, was there any discussion of Mr. Combs surrendering? I understand he was taken into custody at a hotel in Manhattan last night, and maybe that wasn't the plan. Can you elaborate on how that came about and why that was?
I'm not going to be able to get into any sort of operational details as to how he was taken into custody and when. He is in custody right now. He will be appearing in court.
F all that. He got taken into custody the day before he landed. Yeah, found substance in his stuff. I don't know, paint, dust, whatever. They picked him up. He tried to be all coordinated and come to the stage to be more, like, oh, I surrender this, I surrender that, and I'm cool. I'm like compliant. Like, I'm not a threat. I'm not doing nothing. Like, I need bail, basically. You come up with all kinds of excuses at this point. Like,
later today.
Was there any discussion of him surrendering, given they claim he's cooperating?
I'm not going to be able to get into law enforcement tactics or operations.
nigga, what can you get into?
Well, I can't get into the charging decision. It is very meaningful to us that weapons were possessed, as we allege in the indictment. Part of the reason why this conduct was so pervasive and harmful was because victims and others didn't necessarily feel comfortable denying him his wishes, as we allege, because of the presence of firearms. I should leave it there.
Thanks. Last question, Jacob Shamison.
Jacob Shamsian, Business Insider. Thank you. Given that he's the sole defendant in this case and that you allege he's part of a conspiracy that involves members of his companies, do you anticipate a superseding indictment that bring allegations against other members of his companies or other co-conspirators as well?
I can't take anything off the table. Anything is possible. Our investigation is very active and ongoing. And I think a lot of you who cover this office know that when we say such things, that developments are certainly foreseeable.
Okay, he getting boring because you're
And household staff. The indictment alleges that those individuals facilitated the freak-offs. They booked the hotel rooms and stocked them with the supplies, including drugs, baby oil, personal lubricant, extra linens, and lighting.
Who?
When the hotel rooms got damaged, they helped clean it up.
Who?
They arranged for victims and commercial sex workers to travel for the freak-offs, and they delivered large quantities of cash to Combs to pay.
Hold on. Are we naming names? Are we getting to names? Who? Who did all this? Who? Who is these people? Diddy? Young Miami? Who?
Pay for the commercial sex workers. The indictment also alleges that they helped Combs cover up his crimes. During the March 2016 incident at the LA hotel that I mentioned earlier, a member of the hotel security staff intervened, and Combs attempted to bribe the staff member with a stack of cash to make sure that what happened was kept quiet. And as the indictment alleges, in late 2023, after public allegations were made about Combs' crimes, he and others pressured witnesses and victims to stay silent, including by making phone calls to witnesses and victims and giving them a false narrative of what they had experienced. And as alleged, Combs used others to help conceal his abuse by monitoring and preventing victims from leaving a location in order to hide their injuries, or by locating and contacting a victim who had attempted to flee.
What? And you want to make bail? Are you bribing people? No, bro. No. This is not looking good for you. You might as well sit in there. They already said they got enough evidence. They ready to go to trial. They are ready. Are you ready?
As part of this investigation, in March of this year, special agents from HSI executed search warrants at Combs' residences in Miami and Los Angeles. They also executed a warrant for Combs' electronic devices. During those searches, agents seized evidence of the crimes charged in this indictment. They seized firearms and ammunition, including 3 defaced AR-15s and a large capacity drum magazine. They also seized evidence of the freak-offs, electronic devices that contain images and videos of the freak-offs with multiple victims.
Multiple victims. Y'all hear that? Not just him. Multiple. So y'all know what that means. If you don't speak out, y'all is going down with him. I don't care what nobody say. Multiple victims, and I know they have it, because they wouldn't just came in his house like that. No way. No way. Multiple victims. But, y'all only said one victim. Y'all only hit him with indictment for one victim. Y'all say y'all had multiple victims, but y'all had him indictment with one victim. Didn't hit him an indictment with the whole gun charge. Like, I'm not understanding. And why did it take so long? Like, what the?
And they seized cases and cases of the kinds of personal lubricant and baby oil that Combs' staff allegedly used to stock hotel rooms for the freak-offs. More than 1,000 bottles altogether.
Yo, that's...
Here are some of the...
1,000 bottles. And I've been trying to buy baby oil for my nieces. And you sit up there burning all of... You know what?
Items that we recovered during the searches. As you can see here, this is a drum magazine, large capacity, and it contains, I believe, 59 rounds. I mentioned as well that we recovered 3 AR-15s.
Right.
This is a close-up shot of one of the AR-15s, and you can see right here, the serial number has been thoroughly defaced. Another picture of more ammunition and parts of 2 AR-15s right there. Now, I want to be clear about 2 things. First, this office is determined to investigate and prosecute anyone who engages in sex trafficking, no matter how powerful or wealthy or famous you may be. No one should doubt our commitment on that. A year ago, Sean Combs stood in Times Square and was handed a key to New York City. Today, he's been indicted and will face justice in the Southern District of New York.
Yes, he will.
Second, we are not done. This investigation is ongoing, and I encourage anyone with information about this case to come forward and to do it quickly. Anyone with information can call 1-877-4-HSI-TIP. I want to express my deep appreciation for the victims and witnesses who have used their voices and helped bring this criminal conduct to light. We would not be here without them. I also want to thank the dedicated case agents on the HSI Trafficking in Person Squad in New York. They have been with us since day one and have worked tirelessly on this investigation. They will continue to be invaluable partners to us. I also want to thank the incredible agents and analysts from SCNY who have also provided tremendous assistance on this case. I'm deeply grateful for their continued work. And finally, I want to thank the outstanding career prosecutors from SCNY.
Okay. I want to know, okay, y'all saying all this, you want to thank everybody and all this. He's actually behind bars right now. He put up the house. He done put up the mama house. He done put up the son's house. The damn daughter that can't even walk. He done put her up. Everybody. I just want to know, where do we go from here? Like, he's already in jail. Is he gonna get bond or no? No? What do y'all think? Comment below.
Ongoing. And I think a lot of you who cover this office know that when we say such things, that developments are certainly foreseeable, but I cannot predict them sitting here today. All right, thank you, everyone.
Thank you. What part of this business empire is exposed?
He won't talk about it.
Morning, everyone.
Him surrendering, given, they claim he's cooperating?
I'm not going to be able to get into law enforcement tactics or
Like,
operations.
he can't talk about shit. He's in the way, yo. Seriously. Y'all already know what it is. Y'all already know. Yeah. And it's Scissor. Holla at me.